In this video, we will learn about some special functions performed by some roots. Remember, all roots perform two functions that are number one, to absorb water and minerals, and number two, to hold the plant firmly in the soil so that the plant can stay in one place. Now, there are certain problems that the plants face. Not all of them, but a few plants. And there are three major problems that the plants face. Let us look at the first problem. The first problem faced by plants is the shortage of food. Now, plants can make their own food if they have enough of sunlight and water. And if they get these two things, plus a gas called carbon dioxide, which is found in the air, if they get these three things throughout the year, they can make their food continuously. But the amount of water available to a plant is decreases during the winter season, and it is during the winter season that the plants suffer from shortage of food. They have less water in the because there is less water in the soil, and they cannot obtain water, and they cannot make much food for themselves. And that's why a lot of plants suffer from shortage of food, which means they cannot make enough food, and that's why they do not have enough food. So the presence of water and light depends on the season. For example, in winters there will be little water, and also during monsoons, seasons like these, the ones today, there is also lesser amount of light. So basically plants need these two things. Primarily water is essential, and that they do not get in winters, and some plants thus suffer from shortage of food. Now there are two more problems of plants. Some plants have a very weak stem. Now why do plants need strong stems? See, plants need sunlight, and that's why they always grow upwards towards the sky and in different directions. So plants make branches so that they can get enough of sunlight. The more sunlight they get, the more food they will be able to make. But the plants that do not have a strong stem, such as creepers, which we will learn about in our next video, cannot get enough of sunlight. Why? Because they cannot stand upwards like trees, and like plants that have a strong stem, they cannot stand upright, and there will be a lot of plant material growing on top of it. For example, there will be a large tree under which you will have small creepers. So some plants suffer from weak stem and they do not get enough light. So this is the second problem faced by plants. The third problem faced by plants is that some plants are really tall and some plants are very heavy on the top. We will look at these plants also. And if a plant is very heavy on the top, it can fall to the ground, right? Think about yourself. Now you got two legs, but what if I make your head the size of a big room? If your head is like a big room and you've got those two legs that you have now, your head becomes too heavy and you will fall sideways. Some plants suffer from such a problem. Also, some plants are really tall and the wind can blow them down. Flowing water can blow it, wash them off. And that's why these plants also suffer from three problems. So let us just revise the three problems of some plants, not all of them, but many plants suffer from the first problem, which is shortage of food. There is less food available, especially during winters. Some plants have a weak stem, and that's why they are unable to get enough of sunlight, and thus they cannot make much food. And the third problem that some plants do face is that they are either too tall or they are too heavy on the top. So these are the three problems that the plants have, and how do they get over these three problems is something, how roots help them to get over these three problems is something we will learn in our next video.